Here I am with one more career boosters for you to grow in your career. Today, I have invited Ms. Smita Mittal, who is a family relationship coach. So let's welcome Ms. Smita Mittal on our show, Career Boosters with Seema Mitra. Smita Mittal is a family and relationship coach who is having 28 plus years of experience in education, counseling, and guiding students, teachers, parents, company executives. She is even an author of a book, Living Through Relationship, Destiny or Free Will. Free will. She is master coach in neuro linguistic programming, that is NLP. She loves to paint in her free time and enjoys decoupage. So let me welcome Miss Smita Mittal for this show, Career Boosters with Seema Mitra.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Seema, for inviting me on your lovely show. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Smita ji, you are a relationship coach. So why I invited you, I thought it may be what I felt, relationship also plays a major role in anyone's career success. So what do relationship have to do with career?
Okay, Seema, it's a nice question. What do relationships have to do with career? Let me start with the relationships. What are relationships? Relationships is the way you connect, interact, and react to any personal, self, object, thought, or an idea. So, keeping that in mind, I feel that whether it is a career or your any person, the way you connect, interact, and react makes a lot of difference. Career is also an idea, a dream in your mind that you want to have this career. You are dreaming of having that career. It is just an idea in your mind. And even when you are in a career, the progress you see in that career is a dream. So, how you relate to that dream is also a relationship with your career in your mind. And when you execute that, then it is, it is either desire or your responsibility that motivates you towards that career. Desire is self generated. It may be because you want to be, you are dreaming of, you have seen someone, you are motivated to be, or you idolize someone who is having a certain kind of career and you want to follow that. Or when there are certain responsibilities in your life, in present or in future, they also motivate you. And from where those responsibilities come? From your relationships. Whether they are your parents, your siblings, or your future relationships of your wife and your children, and other responsibilities, their education, how you want to settle them. And for that, you need money. And from that, the money source, the career becomes the source to actualize those dreams. So, relationships have a very integral part, an integral role to play in the development of your career, not only because your relationships, your interpersonal relationships motivate you, but your intrapersonal relationship also motivates. So that way, I would say that relationships have a very strong role to play in the career development.
So this leads to the next question. Like, I would like to know if you can throw light on your career journey, how your relationship helped in your growth in your career.
Okay, how my relationship helped the growth in my career. In fact, my career happened because of the relationship. I was not brought up to be a career person. I got a chance to, teach in my son's school, and I was not very keen to do that. And my husband was out on tour. So I told the principal that, okay, let me think over it. When my husband, in the evening, I used to call him, he was abroad. So I told him that, this is what has happened. So he said, wow, you got a job offer from such a reputed school, and you are saying you will think about it, and you keep on telling me that you don't know what to do with your time, how to pass your time. This is a golden opportunity. Just go and say yes. So that is how, my relationship with my husband, with the support of my husband, I said yes, okay, I will go and teach. And teaching was never my dream job. Let me be very honest. I always used to say teachers are always preachers. So, but here I was, I accepted the job, and there, and I realized that I'm enjoying that. And in that job only I grew. And mind you, I have resigned so many times. I have resigned 8 times from my job. Only because whenever my husband will get transferred, I leave the job. Because for me, the family was of utmost importance. We have one son, and I did not want him to have the feeling that his father was not there. Had I not resigned, I would have stayed in one place and he would be roaming around all over the world. I did not want that to happen. So I would resign and both of us would move, and God was kind. And, I would apply wherever we went, and I got the job. And with the help of my son and my husband's support, I always gave my 100% to the job, and I grew there. So this has been my career journey. I became a principal of an IB school, total IB school, and I became a consultant. I became the chairperson of the school, all because of my capability, definitely. But behind me was a very strong support of my family. So uh,
Good.
I believe that relationships do play a very important role. And my husband also grew in his career because at home he had the full, he was very comfortable that everything at home is taken care of. So both of us complemented each other, and both of us grew in our individual careers.
Very good, lovely. So I would like to throw you to throw more light on how the relationships impacts a relationship at home specifically impacts anyone's career, because you are talking about you were more aligned to the family, and because of the family you changed jobs,
Yes,
and but you grew with that
yes.
because of all
Yes.
the support. So if you can throw more light so that young minds or the parents also will be knowing, okay, what is the importance of relationship, good relationship at home. Yeah.
I would say that when you have good relationship at home, it is not only the satisfaction of having good relationship at home, but it is a solid support system of emotionally also it supports you. Not only emotionally, it helps you boosting in your self-esteem, your confidence, and your self-worth. All of us have to derive our self-worth from somewhere. All of us do that. Some people do it through their friends. Some people do it from their colleagues if they are not getting it from home. Some people do it totally from home, but that is not balance. We as a human being, we have to have the self-worth from all the spheres that we are connected with, all the aspects. And when a person is very comfortable, very secure at home, then he goes to his office with that security, with that emotional balance and confidence that all right, at home everything is taken care of. Now my only focus is the office. And then with that 100% focus, when he works, obviously the person, whether he or she, nowadays it's all equal, the results that the person yields are very different. Because
Yeah.
when I am satisfied from within, I'm confident from within, I and I have the feeling of being loved from within. I'm, ready. I'm prepared to face everything that comes. But if I'm not confident, if I'm emotionally secure at home or insecure at home also, then how can I be able to face more emotional insecurity, more job insecurity, more more pressure of time limits and meeting the targets, and peer pressure, pressure from the boss, and swing from the subordinates. It becomes too much for a person to handle, and that is when people break down and the performance becomes erratic. So
Yeah.
I feel that relationships at home, personal relationships, play a very important role, because then it also gives you the support system to share. If there is any office tension, you can always go back home and share it. And you know that there is a support system. It works as a shock absorber.
Yeah.
You got a shock in the office, but at home it gets absorbed. You get diverted. Instead of घर पे भी परेशानी है, then you are bringing tension from home, and the home tensions are adding to it. So it becomes too much for the mind to handle, and the person becomes, a nervous wreck, and the anxiety comes in. And that is why at very young age, you see nowadays people are having BP problem, sugar problem, heart problems. They are having acidity problems. It is nothing but too much of anxiety which they are not able to handle.
Yeah, Ms. Smita, that's very good. Like, no, I always follow like healthy relationship at home leads to healthy career,
Yes.
because that mindset they go with to the work or to the college, school, and the performance is really good, because at the back, they are the backbone. Healthy relationship at home is the backbone for anyone's success.
Very
Then, if you can throw light, any specific aspects of relationship in the workplace which affect career?
okay. Any specific aspect of the relationship that affects career? See, relationships has many aspects, but I would say I feel the most important aspect is communication in career.
Okay.
When you are developing your career is not only your work performance. Your development in your career is not only depends on your work performance. It is how you interact with the whole environment, because that is how the organization looks at you. Target meeting, even a clerk would meet the target. But to become a boss, you have to have that capability where you are taking the whole environment with you, alongside with you, and you are growing along. So your communication plays a very important role. How you interact with your subordinates, your peers, and your boss. Then another point is a point of view. Point of view also is very important. Your point of view should be aligned with the organizational point. If you look at the same thing as an executive, but organization is looking at the whole picture, they are not looking at from one dimension. The problem there, the you might be looking at the problem from one dimension, then that dimension is your personal dimension, but the organization is having an overall. So that plays a very, very important role, how you look at the situation. And not only the situation, but at people also. Your boss may be a very different person at home than the personality he's projecting in the office. There might be a reason. So have a very open point of view. Third is, I feel ego. Ego also plays a very important role. Have your self respect in that, but don't allow your ego to come in. And there is a very fine difference between self respect and ego. When self respect becomes ego, you may not even realize unless until you are alert and aware what you are doing, why you are doing, about what other person is doing, and why other person is doing what he's doing. So keep the ego outside of the work. But yes, maintain your self-respect, because you not only that way, you respect yourself, but others also respect you if you respect yourself. So these are few, I feel, very important aspects of relationship, and the space and the boundaries. Very clearly maintain your boundaries. In the rat race, don't lose yourself.
Yeah.
Don't allow others to crush you. And in the rat race, don't crush others also. Maintain your boundary, maintain your independence, maintain your dignity, so that your work, ethics, everything remains dignified and you achieve your targets with dignity. So I think these are two aspects of relationship, not only, very effective, not only in career, but in personal, interpersonal relationships as
Yeah, Smita ji, just I just wanted to hear. I always, because in the workplace, what I feel, teamwork plays a major role. If the team is doing good all together, then productivity is certain. So
well.
that's again a relationship. It is like you have to grow with the team. And
Yes,
certainly, if you throw your ego out in the teamwork, thinking about the value of the what value you are giving to the
right.
the organization grows and you are also growing.
Very
And the
true.
person who has ego, certainly I have seen they are thrown out of the team and they fall on to the ground.
Very,
So they
very
totally lose balance. So you
right.
have to be firm and, as you said, very truly said, create a boundary around you. Don't, so that you keep balance. Don't create wall. Ego
Yes,
creates wall,
yes.
whereas boundary, create a boundary so that you do your work and go with the team. So that's
Right.
what.
And allow others also to do their work. Don't interfere too much.
Yeah,
That becomes encroachment. To
yeah.
some point, it is help, suggestion, but when too much of it, it becomes interference and encroachment in their work profile and their work area. So a few things in communication you should be very, very careful.
So that proximity is very important
Yes,
to keep the uh, usual proximity which has to be maintained by everyone, but to keep the relationship intact so that you go ahead. Yeah, very nicely told. And how does intrapersonal relationship affects anyone's career? If you can throw light on this.
okay. By intrapersonal, let me explain what intrapersonal. Intrapersonal is your relationship with yourself, your internal, how you relate with yourself. And how we relate with ourselves is the way we see us. If we relate with us in a very comfortable manner, if we are happy with us, then we have that self esteem that, okay, we have done it well, I'm happy. But if the critic inside us is very strong, if the mindset is not a growth mindset, is a critical mindset, then, all the time, whatever we have done, we'll be criticizing it, looking for the negative thing. This we have not done well. We could have done it better. Yes, we could have done it better. But whatever we have done, appreciate that also. So when we have that kind of, if we have a very happy, positive intrapersonal relationship, we have good self-image based on that. We have good self-esteem. We have good self-worth. We like ourselves. We love ourselves. Then that is the personality, because we think that we are that person. That is the personality we project, and people respond to the personality that we are projecting. If we do not have healthy intrapersonal relationship, then the self-talk is negative. We have very low self-esteem. We don't believe it. The self-belief is less. We don't love ourselves. And that negative and weak and very meek personality gets projected in front of other people. However good we may be, if our intrapersonal relationship is not healthy, then the personality we project outside is not very confident. And people are responding, they don't know who we are in our first meeting. They don't know. They are responding to the person I am projecting, the personality that I am projecting, that I am. So that is where the intrapersonal relationship plays a very important role. When we have a healthy self-esteem, then our thinking process is also very different. We are very confident, our thoughts are very clear, we know who we are, what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses. And when we know all that, we know what to nurture, what to nourish. So when we are coming with that kind of self-confidence, self-esteem, self-worth, obviously the projection of the personality is very different. And people also respond to a confident person, a person who is well aligned in mind, speech, and body language. When there is a low self-esteem, then the day we are feeling happy, we'll be projecting something else. The day we are feeling nervous about, the projection will be different. So it confuses other person also. So intrapersonal relationship plays a very important role in career. Be Before you venture out, before you accept a job, look within, analyze within. What are the strengths needed for the job? If whether it is a job or an exam or a course that you taken, look within, go within, convince yourself, know yourself that you are up to it. And once you yourself are convinced, the rest of the world will be very easy. You
Yeah,
are your strongest self-critic.
very true. Very
So
true.
just
Very true.
be very, very careful about what kind of relationship you develop for yourself.
Yeah, the relationship with oneself, like
Yes,
that's what I too tell. Find yourself. Self awareness is
yes,
very important. Unless you are
very,
aware
yes,
what are you, you cannot grow. So find
very,
yourself and show the world what are you.
yes,
You have to project yourself. No
yes,
one can, as you said, they cannot know unless you show. And what
yes,
comes out, what are you inside? Whether you want to show or not, it comes out.
very,
So
very true.
that's what very nicely to what I can in this, I can make a triangle where the relationship, house relationship means family relationship, how
Yes,
it is, it should be, if it's healthy, certain the career success or any type of success and
yes,
happiness is there with the person. And then the how you have to behave in your workplace so that you grow with the team, and more weightage is given to intrapersonal
yes.
relationship. That relationship is good means you are the winner.
You are set.
You are set. Yes, very
Yes,
nicely told. So I will be drawing now triangle and I will be
yes,
showing my students. Yes, first point is this, and the second,
yes,
second, and certainly every this circle, which we cannot grow without joining hands.
yes,
So that is keeps us together, and that's how we grow with the team, with
very true.
everyone.
Right.
So, to my viewers, what specific steps you want to tell that they can take to improve relationship in the workplace or in the house or enterprise? What are the specific steps they have to take?
All right. I would suggest that the most important step they can take to improve any relationship is first to know themselves, be very clear within themselves why they have gone into that relationship. What is the reason of them going into that relationship? Whether that relationship is the office relationship or the personal relationship. Office relationship meaning why they have selected that career, why that job, that line. Once that is clear, once the why is clear, the the path becomes easier. Your why has to be very clear. And that applies to all the relationships, regardless whether they are the workplace or home relationship. Once the why is clear, then what is to be done to sustain that and how it is to be done, that becomes clear. So to improve any relationship, first you have to clear the why for that relationship. Why have you gone in that relationship? Once you have cleared the why, then comes the what. What you should do to maintain and sustain that relationship. Once this is clear, then how comes quite naturally that okay, this is what I have to do, and this is the way I have to do it. And there are some compromises you have to make. Some people don't are not early risers. They don't like to get up early. But office starts or the school starts at a certain time, which clashes with their sleeping time. They have to evaluate what is more important: their few more minutes of sleep or reaching there in time. Punctuality is more, because punctuality, in my mind, another thing that is important is punctuality. Punctuality is not only reaching there anywhere on time, punctuality also indicates how committed you are to keep your word. Suppose I tell you that, like today, you said that you join at this time. And had I not joined at that time, obviously it would have irked you little. It would have irked me, if not, even if not you. I'm quite uh, fidgety about it. If somebody gives me a time and the person does not show up or does not even show the courtesy, then I immediately my mind thinks that this person doesn't value his time, neither he values my time, nor he is committed to his own word. He committed that okay, that person will come at this particular time. He has not. So he's not only insulting me, he is showing that he doesn't value his own word. He is not, systematic. Time management is bad. Though time management is a wrong term, because time, though, even if you don't do anything, the time will do. It is your focus, how you manage your focus. So the person is not properly focused. He is not proactive. So, punctuality is another thing that matters a lot in career. It is not that at the end of the day you deliver the thing. It is how you deliver. The process also is equally important. People notice that also. So for career, I would say that interpersonal relationship, your punctuality, your communication is very important. How you communicate, you should be articulate, like for communication, I use that communication should be clear. C is for clarity, L is for love and care. E is empathy. A is articulation. And R is relevant. It should be relevant and real. You should not goof up कि कुछ भी कह दिया चलता है, अभी तो काम खत्म हो गया. That attitude should not be there. So communication is also very important. So if a person takes care of these things, definitely the career will go places, and the focus obviously matters a lot.
So how the relationship, I say even the time relationship with the time should be maintained.
Yes.
So you should be see, everything is a relationship. Even your work, even how you work and how you structure your work. So these are, if it is not kept in a line, if it's not aligned, you will be going haywire and you don't know where you're going, and certainly you will hit the wall. So that's like your GPS system. If you, for your destination towards your career success, in that a part, how to maintain in each part the relationship, and so that you reach your destination. So very nicely you explained the last question. What are the steps which can improve the relationship at the workplace or anywhere? Why why it has happened? Yes, people don't find out that, and then start cribbing because my boss has scolded me, or my subordinate also is not respecting me. why it is happening. If you find out the reason and work upon it, what to be done and how to do it,
How to be. Yes.
so that you are also growing and you gain the respect in the workplace. So that's what, and even what I feel, when to do it also. Many a
Yes.
times the relation,
Time bound action.
yes, when to do, where to do. If your boss is really in a very irritated mood,
Hmm.
then if you go and do something to say, or you want to maintain, or you want to bring back the relationship into the line, it doesn't happen, or anyone. So you should see when to do, where to do all these things, and lovely way, like, so all this 5 W's and 1 H.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So really nicely you explained, and I hope my viewers, it was really helpful. It will be helpful because it helped me, because I was reflecting back what I did and what I miss, my relationship with myself, how it got projected outside when I met someone in the workplace also. So that's what is the importance of relationship in anyone's success and happy life. Thank you, Ms. Smita,
Thank
for
you.
coming to the show and giving your time, and it is beneficial for sure.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Seema, for inviting me and giving me the opportunity to speak with you. Thank you so much. My pleasure.